Another video on psycho and monstrous murder of my family. Now showing here how stupid she is. So I mentioned in some other videos and in my on my channel. This is my channel on YouTube. I mentioned in videos which are recordings on me talking to her phone or Skype, that it can be heard that she cannot fluently read a simple text, and this video I'm showing now is first part of this video, conditionally speaking, is this tractor. So she poured what's the past participle of pour? Should be poured, right? Poured, yeah, it is poured. Okay, she poured the water in fuel tank of this tractor, and it is still not used. It is fixed, so the fixing of that problem was around 800 euros, and it was not working for like 7 years, or maybe even more than 7 years, maybe even 10 years. So this, well, actually not 10 years, around 7 or 8 years this tractor is not used, only this one. So this tractor is based Yugoslavian factory at that time, IMT, Industry of Motors and Tractors. I think that bought the license from Massey Ferguson, because this tractor is called Ferguson. I'm not sure about that. This is just what I heard. I really don't want to, it's not really something important, so I don't want to check this in the on internet. Anyways, so she poured water instead of she poured water in fuel tank instead of water tank, which is used for cooling, and caused major damage. And now she's wasting water here. This is the entrance of the home where I live now. She was living in this home. She's now at a psychiatry unit of the hospital. She was there last time in 2019. Today is this time and date. So she's pouring water here, wasting water, and this whole area where I live now. So this is the countryside. We have a problem with water, I think, since some major earthquake by the end of the 90s, I think. I don't know, was it Romania or something like that, but it was the end of the 80s, the end of the 80s. So 1988, I think that was the year when that earthquake happened. I wasn't able to find it on internet. It doesn't matter. So the point is, the whole area has problem with water. There are a few wells which has water, so a lot of people they need for cattle the water, and they go on a regular basis, I don't know, like 1, 2, 3 times a week to get water from those wells. I think that there are 3 wells in this place where I live. one is not really used. So there are two wells where there is water. So she's now. I still do have problems with water, and she knew that, but still she's pouring the water here for no real reason. I mean, this is the house built like 40 years ago, so this house. And when I moved from city to countryside, when I moved here, I had a really hard time to fix the problem with water, because she was wasting water. I simply wasn't able to explain to her that she needs to take care of not wasting water, that eventually the pump, water pump will broke, and this happened. Fortunately, I managed to find the guy who fixed that. The guy who first came here said it cannot be fixed. New water pump must be bought, but fortunately the other guy said it can be fixed. He fixed it. He bought some spare parts, and for now I don't really have problems with water, but I have hard times to fix that issue. And for like hundreds of times the water went below the water pump. I really don't know how this pump was not broken earlier. So I'm now showing what she's doing. And by the way, nobody lived here when she did that. There was only huge refrigerator here, so there is some issue with VLC player. But anyways, you can see, it can be seen that she is wasting water for no real reason. And again, some problem with VLC player. I think this is the whole video. Okay, she's just used water in the garden out there. I don't know if there is something interesting, something else which is interesting. So the main thing was that she was wasting water. And yeah, she also allowed some of the neighbors to take water from my well, although there was problems at that time. My father was alive at that time, I think, so she also allowed them to make her look like a really good person, although she murdered 3 members of my family. In 2017, multiple lawyers confirmed that, but by refusing to defend her. So this is basically done. The whole thing about her being about the evidence that she murdered 3 members of my family. So this is now something that's pretty obvious. And this is the video where I showed medicines my father was taking, and I cannot find it here, but there was a medicine which has 3 times 1/2, and she understood that it's not times but plus. And you can imagine how many medicines she gave to my father, way more than he needed, because she refused to tell me what school she attended, what is her education, and she never learned to use mouse, computer mouse, because I brought old PC for my father to watch videos on YouTube. I arranged everything with the internet provider and so on and so on. And he has problems with moving, and I tried to teach this monster how to use computer mouse, and she never learned to do it. And my brother's kid learned that alone in like less than 5 minutes. So alone, 5-year-old kid. Anyway, so this is a quick overview on how stupid this moron is. And the whole point of this video is to show that she was not able to take care of my father, not to mention that she's a psychiatric patient. I just so this video basically shows just these medicines my father was taking, and what I want to show is another video where she returns. I just added new thumbnail, where she returns from psychiatry, actually psychiatry unit, not really psychiatric hospitals. So psychiatric hospitals are just for psychiatric patients, but this is the hospital that has part psychiatric unit, if I can call it that way. So this is where she returned. You can see by the whole setting of the on my home that it's a different time than it is now, even by the kiwi. And also wines, grapes, so on, so on, and so on. So this was 10th of June 2019. She was there for 40 days. She's now again in hospital, and to this very day, the acting prosecutor in investigating my grandfather's death still refuses to call her to testify. So I think that this should be it regarding this monster for now. If something came up, I will create a second part of this video.